All right, I got here a 2018 Hyundai Sonata. Customer complaint is it's a no crank. So they've been working on it for a while. They called me in the morning. I sent them diagrams for the starting circuit. I don't know, but then they told me just to come down. So I think it doesn't crank. But they said if they jump pins in the ignition switch, they could get it to start. They tried an aftermarket ignition switch and it doesn't start. So they wanted to know. They wanted me to check it out before they buy an OEM one. And he did say they were playing around with the neutral safety switch, so things might be disconnected. Let's see. Do we have... Does it say what gear we're in? Alright, park. Let's put it in neutral and try it. Nothing doing. And then park. Okay, so let me get a diagram. Should we scan it first? Why not? I need to save one anyway. Let's do an auto scan. Oh, the battery's getting low. Alright, we have comp to everything. We have comp to the ECM, TCM, and there's no codes. But the battery is getting low. I should put a maintainer on this and make sure nothing's disconnected under the car. So, let's do that. I'm just gonna start up my generator. Okay, so what? Oh boy. Alright, they left a stick in here for me. They were trying to get down here, so he said he took stuff apart, but okay. Let me get a maintainer on the battery. I just know from working on these, I'm pretty sure this is the wire to the starter. Just putting that out there. Alright, let's do start. It's pulling 48 and 50 amp. Wow. It's pulling 66 amps into this battery. Imagine it would crank now, that would be so funny. No, okay. Alright. Okay, we'll start off at a starting diagram. Starting and charging. It's without a smart key. Okay. They always start at the relay. It's usually the easiest spot to start on any starting circuit. So we got ignition 2 fuse that feeds the relay. 30 amp. And that gives constant power to this relay. Then when you turn the relay on, when the computer turns, the starter relay will give either a power or ground to this, and then the other wire probably comes from the neutral safety switch. Let's see. So the pink wire will go to the park neutral switch, goes through the burglar alarm with, I don't think we have an immobilizer, without immobilizer. So the ignition switch, here. So the ignition switch gets power from this 30 amp fuse also. And then when you turn the key, it goes to the start right over here. Takes that 30 amps, goes to the start, goes through the start fuse. Then, I guess without immobilizer, it goes through this relay, burglar alarm relay. That will come down, go through the neutral park neutral switch, and then up here to power the starter relay. So we got to check if we have this power right here. That's going to be the first check I would do. Starter motor control switch. But yeah, it looks like an extremely simple circuit. Let's see if it's as simple as it looks. Which is the starter relay. It's right here. It's this relay right here. Okay, let's get a test light. Battery ground. If I touch a power, it lights up. So we want to know in this fuse over here, this relay over here. So this is going to be the load side, 87 and 30, and this is going to be the control side. So we have to have at least one power over here. We have one power. Now this one is going to the starter motor. If I put this on battery positive, I should see it light up through the starter motor, and it does. So circuit integrity from there is good. And I think this is telling me that that 30 amp fuse is also good, right? Where's that fuse? Yeah, ignition 2 fuse is good. Now we got to find the start fuse, which is under the dash, I think. Yeah. So let's find that start fuse. It's a 7.5 amp, and then we'll crank it and see if we get power on that fuse. Then, right then, we'll know if our ignition switch is good or not. Let me ground this over here. Just touch any fuse, make sure we have power here. Okay, good. So we have a good, our test light's good. So we need to find the start fuse. That means I need to find this cover. I don't know where the cover is. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, this is inside the car. Is it? No, this is outside. Hold on. No, where is it? Is it this one? Smart junction box. Alright, it's this one right here. So we need, what was the fuse called? Start fuse, 7.5 amp. Start on the bottom. Right here. Okay, let's crank it. I got nothing on that side. And nothing on that side. Okay. So our ignition switch is not powering this fuse. Alright, let's follow the wires here. And make sure there's no funny business going on. Alright, so we should have, oh wait, it's not connected. Hold on. Hold on. Let's try this again. That comes right out. Is that supposed to? Let's just connect this right here. Let's see. So we should have power. Let's find the ignition switch. Alright, the red and orange wire on pin 1 should have power. This one right here, and it does. Okay, that's from that fuse. Now, what else is going on here? Here's another power feed. Black one on a red one, plain. Okay, let me see. Let's go to a power distribution diagram. Okay, so let's find the ignition switch. Right here's the ignition switch. Okay, so we have, there's 2 inputs. 1 and 5. Yeah, the red and orange and red. Okay, so we know both those are good. I had power in that. Now on the pink, now what else? The pink wire is the on. Let me get this plugged back in. Let me see, is this thing turning properly? It doesn't work. I need something else. Okay, that turns. All right. Is it lined up? It doesn't look lined up. Now it looks lined up. Let's see. Now I think we're in. Okay. So now we're in correctly, I'm pretty sure. Let's go back to this fuse here. And crank, and still nothing. Okay, so now we need the yellow wire, I think goes to it, right? Let's see, let's go back. Let's go to this one. The yellow wire on pin 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3 right here. Oh, here it shows ignition start right here. And nothing. Oh, look. The ignition 2. Wait, so where's the 1? Let's see. Right here we have 1. No, that stays on. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go see inside. They said he has an aftermarket one. I'm gonna go see if it's inside. Alright, I found their aftermarket one. Let's see. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay, still nothing. Let's see if this thing works. Anything on pin yellow that says start right there? No. So how's that make sense? I feel like this might be broken. Let's jump it. Let's see, ignition 1. To start, and it starts right up and runs. So the ignition switch is definitely not working. The question is it? It's like right now everything works. You think it's just a bad ignition switch, or you think it's this piece in here? Let's see, does it shut off? Yeah, so it shuts off. It just won't start. I don't know if it needs an ignition switch or the rod is just not going out enough. I need a smaller screwdriver. All right, let's see. Let's shut this off. So it's not the switch. See that? It just got it. It's just not turning it. Off. Switch works. So it must be this piece over here is... Nah, my battery died. I don't know where I was holding. But pretty much, when this piece is out, if I turn it with a screwdriver, it starts right up. So it's not the switch itself. See, so to get it in, you have to get it in the middle when it's on. Now, right now, I'm gonna put it back in. All right, so there is a tiny drop of give when I move it, but let me take it out. And now, on this side of it, when I feel it, there's almost no give in this piece. It's like this little screw in there, over there. It doesn't look cracked. I feel like inside, internally, it's like not attached properly, or it wore out, so it's not turning enough. So it goes in, and it's just not enough to give to turn this, but it's not the switch itself. The switch clearly works. That's why you see no codes or anything. So that's what I'm calling it, as a housing. Yeah, I don't think they're too expensive. I know because they sell it as a whole kit, because these cars got stolen so often that they would just sell a whole new ignition housing with the lock cylinders. So that will probably be their best bet. I don't think there's any programming because they're not, I don't think there's immobilizers on these cars. But yeah, that's all it is. Bad a bad housing. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, so we're back with this 18 Hyundai Sonata. I had a starting problem. We're able to pull out the rod and have it bent back, and you can watch. Car starts right up.